Drew, I think now is as good a time as any to turn our attention to your mock draft, man.
Let's do it, bro. Yeah, there's going to be some surprises. Some guys we haven't talked about that I had to put in there. Sometimes I put guys in there because I want to get their name out there, and then sometimes I put them in there just be a little different. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to stay status quo.
2 round 2026 NFL mock draft here. Drew, take it away.
First up, we have the New Orleans Saints.
Hmm.
Did y'all know Spencer Rattler basically tied the game last week and Buddy dropped it in the end zone, man? Beautiful
Yes,
pass on third
yes,
down, bro.
yes.
Wasn't dropped it, bro. But if they're picking number one, didn't work out. All
It
right.
did not.
So it did not. So whoever they drafted last year, don't care. Tyler Shue.
It's-
All that is wasted because we're gonna go get our quarterback of the future, and it's gonna be Garrett Nussmeier. He's gonna stay
Ooh,
in New Orleans. We're not going Arch. Um,
not going Drew Aller either.
I'm not
Interestingly
going
enough.
Drawer. No. We're gonna
Okay.
stick with Nussmeier here. I like the way he played against Clemson, and I want Drew. I
Mm.
want Drew out of the sore, but I'm thinking it's gonna be nuts.
You-
But
You're
we'll see.
not you're not convinced it's actually going to happen that way. I
Yeah.
I I was impressed by the way Nussmeier managed that game against Clemson. I will agree with you. I thought he protected the football. He made good decisions. He was accurate. He was decisive. I thought he played well. Right? He didn't necessarily light the scoreboard up, but he played winning football.
Yep.
So that was good to see. We talked about it at length during summer scouting that there's a Jekyll and Hyde type of situation with him. One parts of the game he looks fine, and the other parts he goes completely off the rails. It was an even keel performance, so that does bode well for Nussmeier.
New England Patriots. We did the right things for these guys. We went and we got Caleb Downs, the best player in the draft at
Mm.
safety. Yeah, so they can do some things in the secondary back there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it, Drew. They moved off of Jabril Peppers. There's
yep,
reports that they're trying to move off of Kyle Duggar. So
Doug.
clearly they're trying to do something differently there on the back end of their defense. And Caleb Downs is as good as any football player in this class. So makes a ton of sense. Top player on the board.
Top player on the board. Next up, Jets. I'm sticking with Fields, but we're gonna run it with Fields. And I went and I got these boys Peter Woods.
Okay. All right. A little bit
We
of
got
a
Peter Woods.
little bit of razzle dazzle. I know Justin
Yeah,
Fields had a really good week one. He had a really
he
good
did.
week one. So although he should have ran it at the end there, I'm not sure why he decided to pass it. He set up Wilson for the fade, but impressive showing from the Jets offense in week one.
All right, next up we got the Miami Dolphins. This team might be the worst team in the league. They look bad, bro. They look real bad. Let the
It's
coach
not
come in
great.
there, punch them in the mouth,
It's
and they
not
never
great.
recovered, man. But we're gonna fix this offensive line. We're gonna go out and get Spencer Fanu. You
That's
know,
an easy one. Assuming we're planning on riding this thing out with Tua a bit longer. I think you have to you have to work from the inside out at the end of the day. Patrick Paul had a pretty good game, all things considered, at least in terms of his grade, turned out well. But just generally speaking, Miami's a mess. Miami's a mess.
it's bad, bro. It's bad.
Yeah.
I think they missed their window. You know what I'm saying? It was about a 2-year window, and that was pretty
Yep.
much it. Or yeah. So for the Panthers, Bryce Young didn't look good. The offense didn't look good. That's obviously a work in progress, and it's going to continue to be a work in progress. But I went and I got Keldrick Falk for that defense, man. Play inside, play outside. We'll move him around. We'll make it work over there for
Yeah,
that defense.
Carolina still needs more teeth on the defensive side of the ball, so I'm not
Yep.
mad at it. I'm a believer of Bryce. I know he didn't start this year off great. His best throw of the game, bro, deep throw. I think between the corner and the safety, if I'm not mistaken, to Xavier Leggett, and he did not get his feet down in bounds, bro. Like it's like
Can't
one
win for
step forward,
losing,
two
bro.
steps back for this
Yep.
offense, man. It's one step forward, two steps back. So hopefully they right the ship here in week two. All right, we got the Rams making the first of two first round selections here in your 2 round 2026 NFL mock draft, Drew.
All right, man. We're gonna go get them their quarterback of the future. This is our first surprise pick. We are going to go with Lenore
Ooh,
Sellers.
early.
The Rams. I'm giving McVay and this offense a little bit more juice in terms of the quarterback moving around in the pocket. Not that Stafford is a statue, but we're going to give you a little bit more than a traditional style quarterback, man. You know what I'm saying? With an arm. With an arm.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, if you can get the benefit of him sitting,
Yep.
I think certainly that could help in terms of his development behind Stafford. Baltimore, that was a hell of a game this past Sunday. They need a corner, it appears. Right. I know they've tried. With the
Mm-hmm.
Wouzier and cornerback one, Jair Alexander, but Alexander had a bad rep that led to that ultimately the game winning score. So what do you do here with Baltimore?
Yeah, I went a different direction, bro. And I got these boys. I'm looking to see if I can make an audible here, but I don't think I think I'm gonna leave it because I can speak
Okay.
to it. I gave him your guy, man, Ruben
Mm,
Bain, bro.
I love it. I love it. I think they need to solve for that long
Yeah,
term. And Bain fits the mold. I like it.
monster.
I think that's a great fit for Baltimore. I think long term they have some questions in terms of their edge rushers, and Bain's power profile kind of fits what they're looking
It's
for in
yep.
terms of their edge rushers at Baltimore. So I like that fit a lot.
Next up, we got the Giants, the New York Football Giants, D Kit's Giants, and I went out and I got them because if I'm not mistaken, I heard D Kit say the boys need corners, or he wanted a corner.
No
So I went
way,
out.
Jake. No way. But yeah, if it's the Ravens, it might happen, bro. You never know.
No, it might.
Bain
Yeah.
runs a
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bain runs a Bain doesn't test well as an athlete, and then the Ravens end up with
Gonna
Bain.
take. They're gonna be praying. Hey man, don't run too fast on that 40, man. You know what I mean? I went and I got LSU corner Mansoor Delane.
All
Is it
right.
Delaney? Delane?
All right.
I like his movement ability. I like he's a smooth
First
operator.
corner off the board.
First
Okay.
corner off the board, man. First corner off the board. And I want to get him some notability because
Some
we haven't
love,
talked
some
about
respect. I hear
him.
you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? All right, next up we have the Dallas Cowboys. Now, because my order's a little switched, I could
Hmm.
actually flip this. I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it.
And
I'm
leave
going to
it.
leave them. Oh, both of these guys are from Texas. I'm thinking about, but we're going to go with the guy who could possibly replace what the
Mm.
Cowboys lost
Mm.
in Micah Parsons. We're going to go with Cassius Howe. For the Cowboys.
Cassius.
Howe, yes.
Cassius. All right. Be sure to check out the Cassius Howe film study on the Couch Potato General Manager channel as well.
We
All
got the
right.
Cleveland Browns. We're going to correct this offensive line, get it right. We're going to go with another one of your guys, Francis Maunuaga. Did I say it right?
Maui Noah.
Maui
Maui
Noah.
Noah.
I
There
said it.
you
I said
go.
it right earlier. Damn, bro.
Yeah. Listen. You'll get it. You'll get it. We're making headway in terms of the pronunciation there. I
Yeah.
find myself whenever I do a mock draft, Maui Noah landing in Cleveland. And oh, by the way, they need to fix their offensive line. So this pick makes a ton of sense.
We got the Tennessee Titans up next, and bro, listen,
Better
Cam
give Cam
can't
some
do
help.
everything, bro.
Better give
He
that man some
can't.
help.
He can't throw the football, then go and catch
Catch
the
it.
football. Like, come on, bro. You seen that? You seen that Simpsons episode with Bart?
Yes.
Was it Bart that did it, or was it Nelson? I can't remember. But threw it,
Oh
ran it down,
man.
caught it, touchdown. I'm gonna give him my number one receiver. I was debating between him and Jordan Tyson because I know Tyson is the cat's meow right now, but I'm gonna go with Jacoby Lane. I know y'all seen that sensational one-handed catch by
Mhm.
Jacoby
It's,
Lane.
it's, it's up on the channel, Couch Potato General Manager.
It is up on
It's
the
up
channel.
on
You are
there.
correct.
Check that out.
Check it out.
Like and
All right,
subscribe.
this is the Detroit. I like this and share and share. The Detroit Lions. I went and got our top pass rusher in David Bailey. I was kind of debating whether he should have went to the Ravens, but I said no. The power profile fits Bain over there for the Ravens,
Mm,
and I wanted to give Detroit a different type of pass rusher than they have on the opposing side
gotcha.
in Hutchinson. So that was my
Gotcha.
thought there. All right, next up, we have the Chicago Bears, and I just went and got Jeremiah Love. Get him that running back. Get him that
I like it.
sexy.
The only thing, and maybe you just didn't have the player there, is that I truly feel like the Bears need to address their offensive line.
Offensive line. Yeah, I was
You
looking
know,
at it and I was like, kept going back and forth. And you're probably right. I probably should have, but I wanted to go sexy.
I don't hate it because they could stand to get better in terms of the backfield, and Love is
Yeah,
a special talent, right? Like
yeah.
you can definitely make a case for Love as a running back in the first round. I just as I look at this team and I think about the Detroit team where Ben Johnson was at the controls offensive line
Yep.
of that offense. The offensive line was the strength of that Detroit Lions team, right? They were
Yep.
able to be so explosive and proficient offensively because of the offensive line. We've seen Detroit lose practically all three interior starters from a season ago, and their defensive line looks, or rather, their offensive line looks completely different. It looked out of
Yeah.
sorts. Green Bay overwhelmed them. See how they bounce back in week 2, but Chicago needs to solve for. You wanted to get Caleb Williams, his guy, at receiver, right?
Yep.
But I thought Fashanu was really the
Should have been
right
the pick.
guy there. Like, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And then, thinking about, okay, Braxton Jones is serviceable, but is he the long-term answer? Darnell Wright gets a ton of penalties. Like, they have more work to do along that offensive line, I think, until to really, truly unlock that offense. Caleb Williams himself has work to do. He's airmailing throws, the accuracy, as Dana's pointing out. The mechanics just fail him entirely too frequently.
Yep.
But I believe, given more time to work with Ben Johnson, he'll get that situated. I want to see the offensive line perform better as well. KC.
This is the rich getting richer, bro. Go ahead and go over and slide over to the tight end, bro, and take tight end 1, bro.
Ooh, you're going Sadiq early. Going Sadiq
Yeah.
early. I like it. I mean, I
And
figured in the first round. I didn't expect him in the top half of the first
right.
round, but certainly he's making some
Listen,
noise.
I think in reality, bro, if he's anywhere near KC, they take him. Barring I don't even think it matters where they finish, because he gives you the struggle at the receiver position. Obviously, got some guys out, whether it be suspension or guys are injured. But his ability to block, you know what I'm saying? With the tight end, you either get one or the other, bro. You don't really get both. And then on top of that, bro, he's an athlete. So
Big
you're kind
time
of getting
athlete.
the entire
Package.
package in
Yeah.
one player. And
Yeah.
if I'm KC, as soon as Chicago, they say Jeremiah Love, they're saying Sadiq right after, bro. We're not wasting any more time. We're not going to commercial.
I want to address Dana's comments
Dennis.
around Caleb Williams. And yeah, Dana, I don't know. I don't know what has happened. I think it's a confidence issue. I think it's a confidence issue because, like you said, Caleb Williams excelled outside of structure. That doesn't seem to be the case anymore, right? He seems to be playing at this frenetic, frantic pace, and he's got to slow it down. I think my biggest concern though is his inability to layer the football over the middle on a consistent basis, because that is the basis of Ben Johnson's offense. He wants to run play action. He wants to do the bang eights. He wants to hit that receiver in stride, get the yak, after the catch. He's got to be much, much sharper. They talked about it during the broadcast as far as him missing some opportunities down the field. I don't think it was egregious in terms of some of those misses. I do think there's room for improvement there, but there were too many layups, too many off-target throws in my mind. Not necessarily just the throws he didn't necessarily see. The ones that he did throw too frequently were off target. So he's got to get that addressed.
Dang, D kid, I can't make you happy, bro. Okay, so first of all, the only reason I didn't go Jamad is because
Oh
one, we
boy.
haven't seen him play
Yeah.
yet. 1, 2, I wanted to give Mansour some love. Just wanted to give him some love. In reality, I would go Jermod, 100%. All right. But I know you want Jacoby Lane. I'll keep that in mind next time we do a mock draft.
Mississippi Praski's Seahawks.
Yeah, I wish he was here. I don't know if he's gonna like this pick, but we're gonna go edge rusher. We're gonna go Danny Dennis Sutton, the law firm.
Ooh, Danny Dennis Sutton.
That's
All right, ahead of TJ
so.
Parker.
Listen, I think you could put. Yeah, you know how I feel about TJ Parker.
I know how you feel about it. I want to get it on wax though. I want to get it on wax.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Yeah, these pass rushers, all of them they're all kind of in the same bubble. I even put TJ Parker in there, but I'll put him at the bottom of these guys. I think he's the last of the Mohicans when it comes to these top pass rushers for me. So we're talking about Reuben Bain, we're talking about David Bailey, we're talking about Cassius Howe, then Danny Dennis Sutton, and then TJ Parker to round it up.
All right, we got the Texans on the clock halfway through the first round in your 2-round mock draft, Drew.
All right, we're gonna fix I'm just gonna tell you, we're gonna fix the Texas offensive line. We went Slaughter for the Texans.
Okay.
Slide him in. Let's go.
Yeah, they gotta do a better job of keeping CJ Stroud upright. Like it's like a turnstile, man. It looks no different from how it ended last year.
All right, who we got next? So we got the Washington
Commanders.
Commanders. Yeah, this is where we went. T.J. Parker. Let's slide him in
Okay.
right there.
All right. I think that's certainly an area of the team that they need to work on. All right. Got
Yep.
Pittsburgh up next.
All right, we went ahead and got the quarterback of the future, Drew Aller. Slide him in, and let's
Okay.
go.
I like the landing spot. I like the landing spot there. And I know that's your guy.
Yeah.
You actually have Nussmeyer and Sellers going in the top 6. So all are on the board a little bit longer than I had anticipated, but I think that's a good landing spot there.
All right. And then who's next? It's the San Francisco 49ers. So this
San
guy kind
Fran.
of fell right into their lap. San Francisco. Caden Proctor. Now I say this gingerly, okay?
Gingerly.
Gingerly. But went Caden Proctor because I like the size. I think he's the replacement for Trent Williams.
Hmm. Hmm.
But we need you, and we need the technical things to come into play. We need you to be more consistent. We know
Definitely.
you got the power. We know you when you're right.
He
Nobody's
looks
getting
the
around
part.
you or through you.
He
Yes,
looks the part, bro. But
yes.
I have serious reservations.
Give him a couple more weeks.
Okay.
Let's
No,
give
no, no.
about four
That's
more
fair.
weeks.
That's fair.
Give
That's
about
fair.
4 more weeks.
It's still very early. It's still very early. But I think I have some serious reservations about Proctor considering the technique. He should be playing at a much higher level. All right. Got the Raiders up next, 20th overall.
Raiders. I wanted to pair somebody next to Max Crosby since we're bringing him back. We're gonna go ahead and gonna pair him up with Caleb Banks from the Gators.
Ooh, I like
Yeah,
that. Especially
it's
with Christian
nasty.
Wilkins, that whole situation. Yeah, they need some help there in the interior of that defensive line. All right.
Yes, sir.
Minnesota up next.
All right, I went and got D-Kid's corner. Jermod McCoy, right there.
uh,
We know
Brian
we know the
Flores
Vikings.
over the moon.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yes. That's perfect fit for him over there.
Rams back in the clock.
All right, so they went with their first pick. They went with their quarterback of the future and Sellers, and then we're gonna pair him with the receiver. This is real sexy, bro. It's Jordan Tice.
I like it. I
Mm-hmm.
like it. Devontae Adams, obviously still very capable, but older player. Puka's dealt with some injuries. You bring in
Yep.
Jordan Tyson. I think he's ready to go out the gate. I actually think Makai Lemon, just in terms of his play style and the fit, might be a
Right.
better fit per se. But I have Tyson a little higher than Lemon on my board, so I like it quite a bit. All right, Cleveland.
Yeah. All right. You said Makai Lemon. We're going Makai Lemon right here, bro.
All right.
I want to be a little different. He's getting a
Yeah.
lot of love. He's throwing up a lot of numbers, more than Jacoby Lane, which doesn't surprise me. Somebody got to do it. And I think Lemons might end up pushing his way into the first round, bro. I could be wrong, but I
Mm.
think he might, bro. If he keep on this pace, bro, we'll see. We'll see how it works out.
We have him among the top 32 players, so that wouldn't
Mm.
come as a shock to me
Yeah,
at
see,
all.
18
Cardinal
receptions,
Tate's looking
209
good
yards.
too,
Yeah,
DK. Tate's
I
looking
like
good
him too.
too.
So I tried to save this guy for the Bucks, but I just
Anthony
couldn't
Hill
do it.
couldn't
Yeah,
get there. Couldn't
yeah.
get there.
Denzel Cameron can't play forever, and I think he's injured right now. So
Yes, yes, yeah.
we'll
I
see.
think it's coming to an end. I think it's coming
Yeah,
to an end with Pyramid. So, all right,
and
Anthony
that's the
Hill
second
Jr.
stint with them boys, right? That's the second stint
Yes,
with them.
yes, it
Yeah.
is. It
Okay.
is.
All right. We went linebacker once more, and this hurt my heart. Okay, it just kept
Mm,
hurting my heart. We had to go back to linebacker with the Bills. I went C.J. Allen.
I like it.
Milano with the injury-ridden seasons and older,
Yeah,
and I think he
yeah.
might
They
be. I
don't.
think he's on the last year of his deal. I think too.
He
So
is. He is. I think this is definitely Milano's last year in Buffalo. He had a great run of it. I think clearly they need him. They still need him. It should be him, but it's difficult, right? You need a Mike. But I think going back to last year, I thought the linebacker, the second level defender who played best for the Bills was Dorian Williams, bro. And they got
yeah,
him kind of in like a sub package, special teams type role. But when Milano was out, Dorian Williams was thrown into the lineup, and he, to me, he was the most consistent second level defender they had. So I think they're a better team with him on the field, to be honest with you, at this juncture.
yeah. It's debating between four linebackers, bro. Um,
Decisions.
yeah, decisions. I was debating between Sonny Styles.
Oh
I
wow!
was debating
In the first,
between
okay,
Sonny Styles, your boy Reese Weeks,
Whitley.
and
Mhm.
Deontay Lawson. And I settled on a guy, but I'm not happy about it. I settled on Sonny Styles, bro. I did it.
Really?
Yeah, I did it, bro. I did it.
Okay.
I
All
didn't go.
right.
I put Lawson to the side. So I'm like, that's. I want to be different. I want to go with a different guy. So I just kind of
Okay.
pushed him
You
to the
mixing it
side.
up?
You know?
Okay. All right. Sonny
Yeah,
Styles
yeah.
to the Bucks. Cincinnati on the clock. I'm sure he's going to be the top interior offensive lineman, right?
I went Parker Brailsford. I
Parker
just went
Brailsford.
with Parker. Yeah, I
Okay.
went Parker Brailsford.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Philly.
Philly went Ivion Terrell.
Mm.
Clemson
Well, you talk about the rich getting
cornerback.
richer. Okay.
Yeah. We
All right.
why
You
not?
got Quinion and Terrell on the boundary with Cooper DeJean in the slot. Yeah, man, that's tough. Makuba back there. Eesh. Oof.
The Colts. With the
Hmm.
Colts. I went with your guy, man. 5 touchdown guy, man. Jonah Coleman.
Jonah. Jonah forces himself into the first round. I like it.
Yeah.
So Jonathan Taylor on his way out into Jonah Coleman. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think we talked about it. Jonah Coleman, in all likelihood, will not work his way into the first round. I don't think he's going to test
Well
as
enough.
an elite athlete, which is necessary if you're going to go in the first round as a running back these days. But I love Jonah Coleman's game, bro. I love it. I think he's going to be a really good pro.
Responsible running back, bro. Knows everything about the position, does it all well, bro.
All right, we got Arizona Dana's cards on the clock. All right,
I'm
I
tripping.
was like, I had not heard anything about Deontay Lawson. I had not heard anything on that front, so that
Was
does come as a
tripping, man.
surprise.
Dana, I was looking at the team. Will Johnson balled out this
Hmm.
past week. He looked like the guy who we thought
That
he
we expected.
was.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
first round pick.
perfect.
Yeah,
I went Nick Anderson here, man. LSU wide
your
receiver.
guy.
Yeah, that is
Nick
my guy.
Anderson's your guy.
I like this fit for them.
We got to get this situated. We still I prefaced it earlier, but only the first 50 or so players have been ranked based on our consensus. So beyond that, it's a bit of a hodgepodge, but we will continue to work on that, get that fleshed out over the next few weeks.
Piece it together, man. Build it as we fly
Mhm.
it. All right, who's next? Denver Broncos. They won
Yep,
the
two
Super
more
Bowl.
picks here in the first round.
Oh, they got Dallas winning the Super Bowl. That ain't not Dallas. Who is that?
No, that's Green
That's
Bay.
the
That's Green Bay's pick.
Packers.
Yeah, yeah,
Packers.
that's Green Bay's pick.
All
The only
right.
2-0 team in the league right now.
It is the only 2-0 team in the league. All right. Broncos. I went Tyreek Sapp.
That's your guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
More edge
then
rushers. More edge rushers. You need more edge rushers in Denver,
yeah,
bro.
bro. Yeah, just
Can't have enough, I suppose. Nick
let's mix it
Bonito.
up, bro.
I distinctly remember Headley talking about Bonito coming out of Oklahoma. He's a big time player.
He is a
All
big
right.
time player,
Cassius
bro.
Howell with your first pick to Dallas. Here now at 32. That's the Green Bay's pick, part of the Parsons
Mm-hmm.
trade. What do you do as an encore here in the first round for Dallas?
I went Harold Perkins, bro.
Okay. I like it. We adding some dynamic defenders to this team.
Yeah, man.
I
We
like
lose
it.
one big one, we can add two.
There you
You know
go.
what I mean?
There you
Get us
go.
back to where
All
we
right.
need to be. All right. All right, starting with the New England Patriots in the second round, I went with Chandler Rivers from Duke.
Mm-hmm. Good player, good football player. I get the distinct feeling he's going to be underappreciated throughout the process, and then
Agreed. Smaller player.
he's going to end up being one of those like indispensable nickels at the NFL level, like the Kenny Moores of the world. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like just mainstays on whatever defense that they ultimately end up on, the team they end up on. But yeah, like you said, D-Kid, he's from Duke. All
Damn,
right, we got the
hurt.
Jets up next.
All right, so I wasn't aware they got injured, but I went with Antonio Williams here for these guys, receiver for Clemson.
I like the pick. He just got to stay healthy, man. He's definitely got to stay healthy. Okay.
All right, and then the Dolphins. I went with a surprise pick here. We don't care about his contract. We'll eat the money. We'll do a giant situation. And I'm giving him some love. We talked about him earlier. He's got some work to do, but he has a chance to kind of skyrocket himself if he can clean up some of his mechanics. And John Mateer.
John Mateer.
Come to
Okay.
save the Dolphins, bro. But
All
they got to
right.
protect him first, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, just saying that, I think Oklahoma has some work to do in terms of their offensive line because he there were times where guys were just running free, bro, at him, and he was able to kind of avoid
Be
and
an
make things
athlete,
happen. So
make a play.
yeah,
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 Jim Nagy is now like effectively the GM of Oklahoma. So
yeah,
I think a couple recruiting cycles, hitting up that portal, they should be able to get that thing worked out. I think Jim has
worked
a
out.
decent understanding of what needs to be done in order to really, get Oklahoma,
Started up.
as back one of those prominent programs in college football.
All right, Carolina Panthers. Went with the linebacker. I maybe wanted to go with the Bucks in Whit Weeks.
Okay, what weeks it is?
Yeah, the sidearm delete. He do a little too much of that, man.
Yeah,
Just too much. Cut it out, man.
it's the
Oh yeah,
Falcons.
this is that surprise pick, bro.
Okay.
I want to know what Helly's saying. I went with Nick Harbor, bro. And if he's getting picked this high,
I,
that means
you know,
he's
you know, I am not surprised that you made this selection.
okay.
Believe it or not, I am not surprised because Nick Harbor clearly presents a unique size speed combination. The Falcons certainly have a need there. I think there are better players, more polished receivers on the board, but I just think he's just such a unique prospect in terms of some of the physical tools that you can't teach. It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me that you went with him here. So high risk, high reward here with the Nick Harbor pick, especially considering some of the guys that are still on the board. Didn't mean to throw cold water on it, but I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked that you made this selection. Hadley
All
probably
right.
was like, man, I need a Tater Concepcion. That's probably what he's gonna say.
But I wanted something splashy. You know what I'm
No, no,
saying? A
no.
little more
This is a splash.
exciting.
This
Because
is a
it
splash.
probably would have been Tate. It probably would have been Tate
Yeah.
there. Harbor.
Now you pair Harbor up with the howitzer of an arm that Penix possesses. Listen, you might have something there. So
Right.
I'm not mad at it. Baltimore.
All right, Baltimore. I went with the offensive line. I went with Caleb Lemo. Big offensive line. Ryan Stanley can't play forever. This is
Caleb
his
Momo.
replacement.
All
Let's get
right.
it. All right. All right. So I screwed this up, D Kit. So my apologies. I'm seeing if I can make an audible here. Give me a second. I don't know. That might be Headley's top offensive interior lineman. Maybe Slaughter might be actually his top one, but we're gonna go with Reed Adams
Okay.
for the
Jamal's
Giants.
Reed Adams. All right.
Yeah.
There's your interior offensive lineman.
And then we got
You like your Bonnie there, D Kid. Okay. We'll keep that in mind. Oregon. Gotta watch Oregon.
gotta watch
All
Oregon.
right. Dallas back on the clock.
All right, we went with cornerback Davison Igbinosin.
Davison Igbinosin. All right.
Feisty, physical, a little too aggressive, but we'll take it. We'll fix it down the road. Don't worry about it.
I like his teammate too. I think Jermaine Matthews Jr. is a pretty good
Yeah.
player too. He's a young player, but I think he's a good player too. Cleveland. All right, you went Maui Noah and Makai Lemon with the first two selections. So pair of good football players there. What do you do here with the 41st overall pick in your 2-round mock draft?
We're gonna go edge, and we're gonna go Gabe Jackus.
Here we go. Gabe Jackus, Illinois. You talked about him a bit earlier. You think he's going to fly up the board, huh, Drew?
I do. Yep.
All right.
I do. In that top 5, top 6 conversation of those edge players. All right, who's next? We got the Tennessee Titans. I went. I did go Oregon here. I went Emmanuel Pregnon.
There we go. All right. Trying to help out our guy Cam.
Mm-hmm. Got to get him right. All right, and then Detroit Lions. I went Connor Liu, which I'm gonna watch him. I think they play a Duck this weekend. All right, who we got next up?
Went Jeremiah Love in the first round.
We went Chicago Bears. I went Dylan Thieneman.
All right. Okay. Thieneman slides a little bit, maybe because he's a safety, but Chicago's going to have a significant need there. I think all of their safeties, or their 3 top safeties, are all in the final years of their respective deals. So,
contrast coming to it.
Nice addition there. Kenyon Sadiq in the first round for KC in your mock draft.
Yes, sir. And Auburn plays South Alabama, by the way. So this week. All right, KC. Yeah. I went This one I struggle with this one a little bit because I know I was thinking, should I just go best player available at this point? These guys just to get richer. I settled on Christian Miller, bro.
That's a name that my eyes were drawn to here. I think they need to replenish that defensive line. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm not sure if we're going to get elite Chris Jones again. You know what I'm saying? I think we might
Is
get
he
him
older
in.
or fan?
I think he's older. I think there's some wear and tear. I mean, they've had a lot of long seasons, right? They're in the Super Bowl every year. You understand what I'm saying? I think he's dealt with the bumps and bruises along the way. And then it's difficult. It's difficult to have that same drive over the course of time when you're literally playing for a championship every year. I think some other guys haven't necessarily stepped up either. Beyond
Yeah.
Karlaftis, who is showing up on a weekly basis? Again, I think guys flash, but who's showing up on a weekly basis? So I like to pick a Christian Miller. I think that makes a ton of sense there. Seattle on the clock.
All right. Seattle. Let me get back over here. Mr. C. Prasky. Where's Seattle at? I went Trevor Gooseby from Texas to tackle. I don't know if we got him in there on the list.
Yep, I got him.
He's in there. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
There's a Gooseby.
Yeah. All right. Who next up? The Texans went.
Two of the next three picks for the Texans.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, Texans, they have, I got them Austin Barber here.
Okay.
Out of Florida, tackle. And then the Saints, I got them R. Mason Thomas. Edge.
Yeah. A ball of fire off the edge there for Oklahoma.
Give them something to work with. And then back to the Texans. I went sexy here, man. I went Nick Singleton. Running.
Okay. They have a need at running back for sure, getting older there. So I like it. Good pick. I like those last few picks.
Pittsburgh. So in the mock draft database, they have him at a safety, and I guess I don't know. Did he move to safety? Jalen Kilgore.
Kilgore, yeah. Most of the publications are listing him as a safety. We can move him back to corner though.
All right, we stayed in the secondary. We went and got one of my guys, who I'm hoping can buoy himself and raise his draft stock in Christian Gray out of Notre Dame.
Okay. I'm surprised you didn't go with your guy, McKinney, DJ McKinney.
Oh, yeah. I skipped over him because he was at the top. I was like, go in a different direction. But he's a guy too. All right. So for the Vikings, we went McCoy, and we're gonna stay in the secondary. We're gonna go to a guy I've been talking about, I think, for the past 2 years, because I think he came from, I want to say UNC, and now he's at USC, and Kamari Ramsey.
All right.
And the guy I think I should have gone with is the Illinois.
No.
I'm sorry, Xavier Scott. There we go.
We got him listed as a corner here.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. He's multiple.
Right.
So, all right. All right. We got the Rammies.
Sellers and Tyson in the first round.
Sellers and Tyson. So we went offense. We're going to slide back over to the defense, and we're going to give them a guy I'm not necessarily high on. I'm waiting for him to bust a great, and Malik Muhammad from Texas.
Okay.
Corner.
Okay. Yeah. I think other publications are a bit higher on Muhammad. He certainly has some interesting physical tools, but just haven't seen the consistency in terms of his play.
Right. I agree. All right. Jacksonville Jaguars. Is this their first pick? This is their first pick.
It is. Travis Hunter. Trade up for Travis Hunter.
We went with Sue, Dominican Sue, as Haley would call him. I'm just kidding. Dominique Orange out of Iowa State.
Big Dominique. Check out the film breakdown on the Couch Potato General Manager YouTube channel.
All right. And then for our next pick, we went linebacker / edge. So we're not really sure what he is. Harbaugh figured it out. We went with Harold Perkins' brother. Is it Sir Satarian Perkins?
Satarian Perkins. We're gonna go with Satarian. We'll get that pronunciation situated.
We'll get it right.
I know you're a fan.
I am. All right, for the 49ers, we want a headless guy out of Texas, Michael.
Michael Taff. Nice.
All right, and
Good
for the
replacement there
Bucks,
for Hufanga.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. And for the Bucks, we went back to Ohio State. Carnell Tate.
You left Cardinal Tate for yourself. Okay.
I
I like it.
mean, he should
Hey,
probably win
listen,
some
this is your
conference.
mock draft, bro. This is your mock draft, bro.
Listen, I took a bullet, bro. I took a bullet and I went with Sonny Styles in the first round. You know
There
what
you
I'm
go.
saying?
There you go.
I took Carnell Tate. That's the Mike Evans replacement, not
You
anybody
can flip
replacement.
these two. You can flip those two, man.
Oh
You
yeah,
you,
and
you
that
can
would
flip
make
those
sense.
two.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. All
All
right.
right, Bengals on the clock.
Hey man, you know. All right. I went with which we haven't heard his name, but we haven't been watching him. Is DJU's brother? Is it
Mateo.
that's Mateo Ulungaway? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, we should run it
Yep.
together.
Yep. They need
All
more
right.
horses. They need more horses on that defense in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Not anticipating Trey Hendrickson being back next year, so definitely makes sense.
All right. For the Eagles, I went with Dante Corleone from
Dante
Cincinnati.
Corleone. Do I have Corleone in here? Gotta have Corleone on here. Okay, I like it. Big body up front,
Yes, sir.
replenishing those players that they lost in the front seven. So I like it.
And he got some pass rush chops to him too.
Mhm,
All
mhm,
right. Buffalo Billies. Go with Concepcion. All right,
mhm.
Dana. I went with this one was hard. I was struggling, and I settled in on Isaiah World, offensive
Okay,
tackle from Oregon.
big
All
Isaiah
right. Yeah, big Isaiah.
transfer from Nevada.
All right, and
All
then
right,
the Colts. I have them. I haven't taken Deontay Lawson here.
okay.
Makes it doesn't make it into the
On that
third.
second level.
And then Denver. I have. No, you're
Okay.
yeah. We ain't
All
gonna
right,
talk about it.
Corey, you got it? All right.
Yeah, I'm right there.
All right. Final pick here. Green Bay.
Yeah. I went with Damani Jackson at Alabama. This probably should have
Damani.
been the McKinney kick. McKinney pick.
I mean, you can make it now.
Nah, let's give
It's up to
Jackson
you.
some love.
You're gonna stick with Damani? All right, Damani
Yeah.
Jackson it is. All right. That's the first 2-round mock of the season of the cycle.
Yeah, man.
All right. I'm just gonna scroll for posterity.
What was the worst pick? I already know what it was, but you tell me. You like the least, bro. Give me
I,
two.
I
Give me
I
two.
I think the Sunny Styles pick is a bit
Yeah.
premature. I
Yes.
think
Yes.
it's a bit
Yes.
premature. I understand the thought process of Parker Brailsford, but I think they need a guard, not a center.
Guard. Gotcha.
They probably need a center too. Don't get me wrong, but I would want to prioritize the guard position. Let me scroll back up. Nothing crazy. I really like the top half of your draft. That was pretty
Yeah.
solid. I you know what how I feel about Caden Proctor. I have
Yeah.
significant question marks there.
Right.
Cleveland made out like a bandit in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see what's going on with Nick Anderson. I need to understand it because
Yeah.
I think the talent is certainly there, Dana. But availability is the best ability. So
Mm-hmm.
um, let's see. Here's my thought process about the Dolphins taking Mateer.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that you took a quarterback that's problematic, right? Because if you feel like Tua is not the guy, assuming you can make it make sense as far as the dead cap hit or whatever the case may be, I want to prioritize a quarterback up here.
Up here.
You
Yeah.
understand what I'm
You're right.
saying? Like
You're
that.
right.
That's kind of my the way I think about it. If I'm going to go with Spencer Fano here, which again I don't have a problem with at all, then I'm building this thing. I'm building this thing where I'm
You rolling
not
with Tua
necessarily going quarterback. Yeah,
till
yeah. I'm not
the contract runs out,
correct.
or
Correct.
you hit a lick or something.
Or until it becomes a little bit more palatable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I
To let
may
him go.
yeah, I might invest in it. They took Quinn Ewers late last year. I might invest in a prospect, maybe in the fourth or something like that. But I need a starter right here. And that being said, you are approaching this as if Mateer is your guy. But if that's the
100%.
case, I'm gonna take my quarterback fourth overall.
Take him out. Yeah. Makes
Yes.
sense.
Yeah. Yep.
Makes sense.
Um, again, I know you mentioned the Nick Harbor pick, maybe being surprised, maybe a surprise to some, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility by any stretch of the imagination. And I don't think there was anything that I was just like, no, that doesn't make any sense, man. I think for the most part, it it,
Solid.
it makes sense. Pretty solid. Yeah, man. Good stuff. Good stuff, Drew.